Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sogdia, which is part of the When the World Stopped Making Sense overhaul mod from Crusader Kings 2 here on the Lord Master channel. As you can see, the Xanate of Sogdiana. Yes, it's been created. The Kingdom of Sogdiana, also known as, or Shadow of Sogdiana, whatever you want to put it. Ekshid Varkhuman the Liberator, he is called, despite the fact that he is a terrible person morally. But still, at least we were able to make enough gains and wait for right opportunities. And we fought very hard to get this territory. And we are building a castle over this area, which by next spring it should be finished. And this is to prevent this land from leaving back to Chuban hands in case if Varkhuman were to die within a year, or even early on in the next. But I also have interest in holding another piece of land. Two, in fact, one little, one big. The big land would be Orososana. Orososana. Took me a while to figure out that pronunciation, by the way, because I've been pronouncing it incorrectly. Orososana. Yes, keep that because I don't know. My eyes aren't the best when it comes to reading such things. Again, I'm still learning a bit of the Sogdian language. Now, there's this barony of Panjinkint, which is currently held by the Sartapal. I'm thinking about getting rid of him. But straight up just murder the child by mile instead of a plot? I'm no assassin, but listen, if I were to do that, not only that's spending money, and I would become cruel, but this is just basically a way saying, I'm going straight to hell with this, but no. Just do it with the plot. To assassinate, it's easier. If anybody's willing. Some, but not all. You probably won't like it because of tyranny and you're zealous and I'm a grave robber. I know it's dangerous, but this is just to increase our plot power chances. And also I forgot to increase stability in Crown Focus province, which I still have focus in Bukhara, which has been a restless province, so we can stop that now. It's gone away, but it's still war-torn, but by next June, it'll be a lot better. Start protestizing here. Just get rid of those Manichaeans and turn them into Kurmazta, our faith. Our divan has returned and brought with him an ancient rusty sword. I called that! I called for an ancient rusty sword. That's what I thought the artifact was going to be, but it is. Here is proof that it once belonged to a famous holy man. By adding it to my collection, it will surely make me the envy of the known world. Finding artifacts is what I paid them for. Here it is. Ancient rusty weapon. An ancient but rusty weapon. It once belonged to a great hero. It is now only fit for display in the collection. But still, I desire this the most. Because of the morale damage and defense. The good it would do. Although I could go out and steal the artifact, but you know the risks of it. knowing that we would be bringing this old man along. No, wait till next year. I just envisioned the future. Damn, needs more. Of course, the spy master. You'll do. Just join a plot and that'll be good enough. We're gonna kill that boy. We're done with that. Oh, you bastards. Hold control so you don't accidentally raise him. Gotta kick these raiders out of here. Oh dear. Oh, it's increased council power. Okay. And Bukhara is being back to restless again because it's an unruly province. I like using that word, unruly. The migrants of Kotel split in two groups. The new group decides to settle in the neighbor province, while bringing a whole lot of issues there. Wish them good luck. Now they've gone to bulk. In fact, large migration is removed from Kotel. Now it's back down to medium. And now they're going to bulk instead. Well, that's their problem now. A skilled Syrian administrator has arrived in our court, knowledgeable in all manners of taxation and bureaucracy. He is willing to use his skills for the betterment of the realm. Interesting. Nestorian Christian, Aramean. Slightly better steward than mine. I'll put you in. I just want this castle finished. Cuts a week. I'm asking to get killed with this. Where did they come from? Bulgars. You'll go for learning. Then again, I'm the one who sent you to that. And Bishtasp. Yeah, go for intrigue. And don't change his culture. Due to parents' low intrigue, my son Ferdinand has a chance of getting a penalty in that stat. If at least one parent has less than 6 above mentioned stat of birth, the child can have its own stat decreased. Oh, I'm a bad influence. And stay out. Let's go sell some linen, if any. Yeah. Because we need 200 gold or so. Oh no, everybody's part of this. We're all gonna help out our overlord. Yipe. We're probably gonna have to get together in the near future. And see too if we can get Panji Kent. With China already suffering from the unrest, additional misfortunes struck the Middle Kingdom. The Jurchen tribes from the Yalu River united under a great Khagan. A great horde of those fierce horse wars are now crossing into China from the northeast. Clearly this is no ordinary raid to test Chinese defenses. It's very unfortunate for them. Now, due to low diplomacy, it's reduced to that because of me. Used to be 4, but now it's 3. One of my foreign-born courtiers has managed to find a spouse who also hails from their homeland. I wish them a good marriage. Now I become stressed. I told you I have a limited time on Earth. That peasant revolt's gonna really hurt him. Castle's finished. We won't have nomadic encroachment. Put him here. I'm sure you probably desire, do you? No, you don't. When I walk around town during my task, I often encounter vagrants, and I simply must give them a few coins out of pity. However, lately their numbers have increased, and I think I've made a mistake in helping. Could you offer me advice? Hey, you're not cherishing your money enough. Be greedy. I've been presented with an opportunity to let everyone be reminded of my rulership. I wish to mint new coins from my realm. There's a master of the craft that I can hire. Now, will the mint be exquisite? It will be adorned with a glorious portrait of me. Debase the mints of less precious metals or profits. Gotta do something with that money. Like castle walls. We want it done now. An enemy spy has been captured. It seems it was sent by your enemy in this war to assess troops and possible strategies. From the revolt? Imprison him. Maybe it will reveal his secrets with some encouragement. Didn't get any. Balk's about to fall. It's going to be a war-torn area. You've already taken care of these areas, so why don't you go down there and help your capital? You don't need our help. This is getting out of control for them. I had everything set up for a border dispute war to take this area. But soon that peasant revolt's gonna win. I'm gonna take it all over. And I probably will vassalize them. They're in our Here's the wool. Volatility in Vasalgan. The eternal circumstances in Vasalgan now took a turn for the worse. Thanks to a myriad of factors, conditions are now set to increase the likelihood of reduced stability in the province. From now, you'll have an increased probability of experiencing bad stability events. I was going to use the crown focus to solve the situation faster or wait until the condition ends by itself. Also pay that in goods. It's almost like I'd rather give this land to you. Like, you would hold a satrapy of Organa there. If money were to allow. In fact, do give. Just say, well, that's your problem now. Okay, just stop, damn it. Peasant revolts won. But they are a weakened bunch. It'll be a lot easier to vassalize them at a reduced price of prestige. And he will become my new liege, which is yet another Isfandir. Must be a popular name amongst the Sogdian peoples. And since they don't pay tribute anymore, it's open season for us. Don't need Kashgar's help. We have this. And then they're next. Freydun has finished his education in the ways of war. It's evident he has excelled in studies. As a skilled tactician. Not as good as I am. Alright, let me have a look at you. Brave and ambitious. Sounds about right. Good stats all around thanks to the ambitious trait. If you didn't have it, man, you would start off bad. Glad I'm voting you as there. Only because you're younger, and you would have a lot of years ahead of you. And I'm gonna make you my new, apprentice trader instead, even though you do not have the skills for it, but there's always room for improvement. Since you're a military man, on monthly prestige. I'll make you the Shawaz, the board of the Empire, a prestigious honorary title dating back to the Sassanids. In Zoroastrianism, the board is closely associated with the Yazad Varam, the epitome of victory. This honorary can only be dispelled by those with exceptional martial ability. Heck, I'll even put you as a commander too, just for more prestige and you know there's money in this. It pays well to be a commander, see? 0.15 monthly salary, but more prestige. You'll do fine. So welcome to the business. Okay, that's it. Build a warehouse. It's been there for long. We have several options to store. We can rent the building to try to store our goods, which would be simple and cheap. But we wouldn't own or know the building. On the other hand, we could build it from the ground. If we have the proper goods, it could even be fairly cheap. Even though we don't have the materials to build our own warehouse. But it's a start. Damn it, boy. Why'd you leave? I guess commanders cannot be also, oh, you still remember the treaty, but you're not an apprentice trader, so to speak. Odd. Oh, anyways, the architect laid down a basic blueprint with a list of materials needed to build a warehouse. If I'm missing the materials, he'll have some delivered by his partners. Unfortunately, I have nothing. Damn raiders. Have to deal with them before we get to anywhere else. A merchant has managed to find out the coins I had minted are counterfeit. I'm being called a cheapskate since they do not contain precious metals that they were supposed to consist of. People might taunt my face on those coins now. Teach about the armor of the devotion. Okay, get rid of these raiders and then go up and besiege their area. No, I have to be there. Your first day of combat, son. I hope you do well. I'm just here to make the troops move fast. Oh my goodness. Now there's a lot more out there. We dealt with these raiders easily, but now there's these guys. Lots of cavalry and horse archers. This is unacceptable. I'm gonna need your help with this. Which we know our overlord will never ever accept. Because he hates me no matter how much we try. Of course you don't! Well, at least just try to get rid of him. I try to teach Mona how to use sword, but she can't even pick it up because of how weak she is. She focuses on making her smarter and literate, so she's weak now. At least the child I'm voting for is more normal. This is gonna hurt. Let's fight side by side. It's gonna take a while. And when the comet gets this, we'll be slowly reinforced. It's fully reinforced now. Suddenly, in the midst of battle, an arrow flies out of nowhere and hits me. Though the wound is light and an arrow easily removed, it is nevertheless painful. Some of my guards rush around and pull me to safety, and one asks, "What happened? Where did the arrow hit?" "I took an arrow in a knee." "Wow." My son's doing alright, but we gotta get rid of that guy on the middle flank before he'll devastate us. Reinforcements have arrived just in time. That'll take care of the raiders. Now, remember the objective. Another battle awaits us. Gosh. Did you pick up any skills? No? Yes, I know marriages do you. We'll find you a bride after this war. The warehouse is complete. Prove it later. I don't have the goods to make some additional improvements. You sure you don't want to be an apprentice trader? Get you to be again. And you're gonna like it. I don't care if that isn't for you. At least in, well, the garrison is full. They did have time for it. But it'll be easier to take 2 more of these holdings. And we'll fully vassalize. When the peasants presented me a petition to approve their life conditions at Kotel, I immediately thought about the list of demands to offer them as a counterproposal. I want to pay them more taxes, and I want them to eat less to tax them even more. I want the person to service me in my court. I want the strongest of my armies. I want them to work more. I want it all. Yeah, low stewardship. I don't have it like it used to, because I'm arbitrary and I'm stressed. And don't forget wounded, which I may die from my wounds, because I'm at that age. Given a complex situation, Kotal migrants have organized a major raids in the province, sacking and looting some as well as local authorities. This is going to have a tremendous impact on the wealth of Kotal. Oh my goodness. I'll tap peace negotiations. Guess they calmed down now. There's a high demand for gold. There's no resources up there. I've been toying with this idea of using great fighting capabilities of migrants to create a military group to enforce security in the province, placing the general population under supervision of the migrants. This could have good results in the near term regarding province stability. Yeah. It's almost like you think, especially you American viewers, even though I'm American myself, makes you think that Sogdia is like the Wild West out here. Well, you're my new liege now, like it or not. You serve under me. You're next in future. It appeared that the military of my realm was more dependent on the efforts of Jewish men than previously thought. Since the expulsion of the Jewry, several important administrative posts remain vacant, and there simply aren't enough qualified men to fill them. Must I do everything myself? Yeah, we expelled the Jews when we had a epidemic of camp fever here. And spawn troops, I didn't get rid of them. figure. So they'll definitely come to some use. I'm very sorry, but I've misplaced the funds for one of the incoming trades. Because of this, we cannot pay the transaction of the arranged ducats, and we'll need to offer some of your personal wealth instead. I will need you to teach proper accounting, son. So he's charitable. Bad for the trade league, but good for diplomacy. Against the will of the ever-conservative religious authorities, the great Dekan Artavan Masbabot has been planning vast changes on the way to my troop movements are staged and determined. Better equipment will be assigned to them. A logistics system will be implemented, and if those plans come to fruition, I can expect a significant increase in military tech of my domain. Oh boy. That's too much money. We don't have a good income unless we stop paying tribute, then we'd be in business. But I am not the one footing the bill. Excuse me. Thought I saw Hill. Why haven't you got rid of that boy? I'm thinking about it. It's like if you can't help me with the plot, then I'm gonna have to kill him myself. How much? 38! Listen, I'm a wounded man. And if I were to kill that boy who lives in Kanji Kent, he's sturdy and dour, 15 years old, but has a diplomacy education. Do I really want to do it? Do I really want to do that? Have I gone that far? I mean, when you take over, at least you'll be nice and you'll keep the peace. You have the skills to cover everything and you won't have much of a problem. I told you the payment would be good. Oh boy. But the problem is with that diplomacy is going to be too well liked. Remember the thing I said earlier? Well, I'm going straight to hell for this. I could attempt to take matters in my own hands and murder this character. An easy way to avoid complex and unreliable plots. And faster too. If I'm discovered to be murderer, independently of success action, my threat will raise by a fair amount. If I fail the murder attempt, I may end up being a victim myself. Beware. Because I'm wrathful. That's one of the reasons. And the opinions I said 50. I'll become cruel for this. Which, cruel and envious. But that's too many traits, so you're gonna have to get rid of some of them. And before the murder, the migrant community in Koto has been active in looting trade caravans. Unfortunately, this has a serious effect on taxes collected. Things will get better. Especially under my son's watch. We'll probably have to get rid of the migrants finally because I'm starting to get tired of them. It's not like the Jewish situation that we once dealt with. Yeah, I'm sorry. sorry, causing me panic and exhaust says that there's an intruder in my warehouse. The thieves most likely after my goods. I have nothing worth of lose. Don't you know it's full of linen and wool? See, I got plenty of linen. Finally, I was able to be alone with the startup hall of Panjikut. After some time of idle chat, I invited him to check the magnificent vista from the unfinished upper balcony. As startup hall CK2 of Panjikut is near the edge, his back turned to me. It's just a matter of time. It's just a matter of pushing my victim into the void. He fell to his death, arms flailing wildly. Good job. Now it's time to warn everybody about the accident. Well, I did it. I think I noticed that greed trait is gone. More linen. Okay, we lost another trait. That was arbitrary. So yes, a real bad person. And I just personally murdered somebody. Oh, and I inherited some of that wealth too. I forget. Now that Panjikut is mine, now I get more troops from it, but also more taxes. Needs more cavalry. Investing more on the military. Yeah, suspicious circumstances. At least it wasn't me. Yeah, let's get rid of the raiders. Damn it, they're still gonna keep on going. Your prestige is fine. But at least you're a nice guy. They'll look highly on you. Even though you're doing the opposite things that you're supposed to do in the trading, but you'll be fine. At the most. And if you really want a bride that badly, well, it could be anybody at this point. Basically. Unless you're gonna make a non-aggression pact. Now we got another Assyrian coming. Diplomat. Educated in the finest schools of Antioch and Edessa. Is willing to use his skills for the betterment of my realm. Yanai. You can fit a lot of people in this court. Very good. Quick-minded. Another Nestorian Christian. Better than mine. Well, actually, no. Well, just stick around. You may never know he passes. Okay, that's enough. What are you doing here? Attached to me? Follow us. I'm probably gonna get killed in action for this. Fergana's been raided. can assist in this battle. Let's sell some linen. If time allows. Bubonic plague in Kundina. Oh dear. Already? Just in case. Nope. They're still in the war. Actually, it's 100%. Now all we need is some money to start border dispute war, which is going to need a lot more money than it needs to. Okay, so here's the deal. Get me the loans. And we'll pay off those 3 loans in linen. So there you go. It's an unjust war. They'll put up a fight. But we will get him. And he's craven too. No chance. No chance at all. We can take him out. But of course they won't accept this, but we'll be coming in. Surround them. Actually, they left the troops over here, so it's easy pickings. Just besiege the area, take all the holdings, and you win. Just another religious uprising. Unfortunate. What are you inciting Entivar's Vandir to revolt? What are the chances in that happening? Pretty high, no, it's not that high. I'll tell her to stop doing that. We're about to unite all of the Sogdian land. We'll have more cavalry in the future for the betterment of the defense of this country. And it seems that my wound is not healing. Maybe it is age. Now it's rebellious. What are they doing over there? Well, the triple taxation modifier is about to go away. So that'll lessen the chance. Samarkand has gone restless. Vakar is no longer restless. Do we still have that domain overseer? Yeah, we still do. That overseer that I recall, it may have been... Who did I choose as the main overseer? I forgot. Oh, just do it. It's Ayaman. My overseer presents me with plans to provide just cause for actions on one of my restless provinces. The plans details position from a cultural and religious standpoint, aiming to establish bonds between myself and the malcontents. All this relies on the knowledge of my overseer and the ability to communicate clearly with the rebels. Now I'm the one deciding. I got a lot of prestige, so go ahead and provide full political support. This lawlessness around here has got to stop. Unfortunately, our message of cultural religious response did not pass the malcontents part of ways my delegation on bad terms, or it's the fault of the uncultured overseer, or the stupidity of the honors remains to be seen. The point of the matter is that no improvements were made in the province's stability. There goes my prestige, or lack thereof. One day you'll be a better man. Better than I. He's picked up a trait, Defender, during the experience of the past battles. One more holding to go. Migrants split again, so now they're going to Samarkand. Oh no. Now, over the past few weeks, large contingents of migrants have been arriving in Samarkand from the neighbor province. They decided to sell in my domain. This would bring a host of issues in the province. Well, I hope for the... I don't know. It's going to do a lot more bad than good. Thank you. The land is mine. Get out of here. Sorry that we had to cause damage. Oh, the event spawn troops went away. Smugglers' ring are getting bolder. Now they're trying to get poor qualities in my domain. Oh yes, this was a criminal-ridden province that we just took over. But free goods are good goods. Now, the reports about the highway robbers band are getting more figured. Sending caravans be more complicated. We won't be sending any right now. And at the same time, the thieves' guilds are doing some work in the domain, and they're beginning to intercept the goods they're trying to sell. I do the petty thievery. I have no caravans. I don't own one. I could get resting. Helping finding the local bandits. I find myself touring an impoverished province when word reaches me that a band of ruffians terrorize local farmers. I remember Zarathustra preaching not only to live righteously, but to actively fight evil whenever one can. Good land. I'll hunt them down myself, even though I'm already a wounded man. If I get killed during this, then we just say we just damn this country. Sometimes. But again, it's a small migration. I don't think they'll cause too much problems here. They just got tired of living in Kotal. But now it's just let's see. Ooh. Well, that's your damn fault for inheriting this area. We'd be happy to help, but... I'm greedy again. That's too many traits, so you gotta get rid of one. It's random, you know. Three. Okay. What was it? This is why you gotta take pictures. Maybe I should survey the realm. No, we have to be at peace. You know what? Let's go help him. Let's just put down this uprising once more. And after that, I'm gonna go survey the realm. Because we fully unified Sogdian country, and now I want to take a tour of this country. One of these days, my spouse just came to me with a complicit stance and talked about the huge injustice that befell a friend, Artavan. As it turns out, he was framed by a master intriguer, and my Vorena's asking me to move heaven and earth to undo such an evil deed. This isn't gonna work. But I'll use my information to my advantage, because you see, I am... Oh, you know what I am. I am envious. Yes, I am deceitful. Yes. Uh-huh. This could work. You're weak but true. I have the money, so I'll talk to migrants into the word of law. Unfortunately, the trade's been curtailed. We'll unite our forces. We'll get rid of them. As I proceed to attempt to clean the name of Artavan, my spouse was surprised by the stubborn attitude of Avayamandak of Ajina that fiercely countered my efforts, quarreling with me. Unfortunately, this feud will make us stand upon our lives. Not a welcome consequence. We're rivals now. Come on, hurry up! We gotta get rid of these guys. They're causing a lot of trouble. But everything went according to plan. Artavan got his name clean. I was able to point the finger towards whoever I wished with my court as vassals the culprit for this nefarious action. I could politically profit from this decision. Nobody beats my devious mind. For the next 30 days, you could pick any member of the court, including vassals, to frame him or her, accusing the poor soul of having framed Artavan. Even a reason to imprison him or her. Enjoy your scheming. My wife, or... well, it's anybody in the court. Court's overpopulated. Well, the real question is, who hates me the most in this court right now? You. I don't like the way you look. Hey. Yes, incriminate him. He's been framed. Should have read the description first. Arrest him. Damn. Fled the country. You know what I was planning to steal. My laws harsh and merciless Samarkand. Orders kept by examining creative punishment across my domain. In the effort to spread rumors, nay, in my territories, the price of minor crimes immediately in hand, as it should be. Now it's rebellious. goodness. The black plague, the bubonic plague is coming. Yipe. After we defeat these guys, shut the gates. Hang on. I'll get rid of them for you. This plague's gonna kill everybody. Okay. It doesn't matter when we don't have a military, it's just... Plague is here, it's gonna kill everybody, shut the gates. Plus, what was I gonna do prior? Oh yeah, survey the realm. I guess that's not gonna happen then. Well, see to if we can survive this plague. Because most won't. Well, there goes my eldest son. Melissa Marshall. Throw him out. My overseer stands in front of me with plans to perform a conspiracy in one of my restless provinces. The plan points to an infiltration of the local rebel leadership and further manipulation of malcontents within. The plan is powerful, and after looking at our assets, and the province seems to stand a real chance of succeeding. And I think about the overall scheme against yeah, try that, but I'm not sure about what is going to happen. You're out too. Don't you know the court is full? Nearly. Oh, that's my son. Treat him. As I said before, my original plan was to survey the realm, but that's impossible now. But we could establish a quarantine, but we've already shut the gates, so we can't just, you know, it's not busy hunting or traveling or other special activities. We'll do help him, he's a good steward. You're just doing your job. Hope you survive. It's my spy master, but oh no, he's not going to survive that one. And I'm all better from my wound that's been with me for a long time. And you're a desert expert too. He's out of here. You're out of here too. I don't know where the hell we all came from. And Bukhara's now the most stable place around. Oh yes, you're the guy with the tongue of the unbeliever. I'll throw him out. Once he dies, I get to have the artifact. So yay for me. Any of these names I do not recognize, that's from my family. Get out of here. Discreetly, silently, and visibly, our assets are placed inside the rebels of my province. Not only they would provide information that allows us to be one step ahead, but also our spies manipulate the decisions to further my interests while looking to advance theirs. My domain overseer did a job truly of a spy master. What a positive performance. I'm sure those guys who were out there were wearing masks. So now Kotal's just restless. No, keep him. He's my Pozark Famada. Trade him. I don't know who that guy is, but he's dead. Just now. Less stress And the frustration side reached a boiling point today when something important went fatally wrong. I lashed out in anger to hide my frustration. The anger went straight for the closest person. Just some guy. You plague-ridden fool. It's kind of absurd that Orusana, the disease has not spread to Orusana. Maybe we should just move our capital there, open the gates, and then come up with a quarantine. Well, here's the linen. Rebellious proud to be renounced, restless again, but they'll be resented. Anything, Mr. Billy. Here's more linen. Now here's more linen. After spending lots of time with a few people I'm positively surprised by Seth during this difficult time, I've gotten to know and understand him well. In many ways he compliments. It'd be nice to have a good time together. You survived the plague, I see. Oh, there goes him. Yeah, screw it. Move our capital here, because it seems that the plague has not spread beyond there. I'm willing to risk it. Open the gates. And establish a quarantine, which will add more health. I'll be a quarantiner, slowing the spread of disease around here. I was going to go out and survey the realm, but is that risky? Just do it. I've ordered a great quarantine to be placed on a realm in our temporary capital of Orusana, which will remain our capital until the day I die. In which my son will move the capital back to Samarkand once this is all over. So, in order to prevent the dangers caused by disease, foreign merchants have been banned, and strict curfews have been placed in all towns and villages. It can only be hoped that this would be enough. Wash Pakar of mercy. If only we had better hospitals. If only the Jews were back here. I'm starting to think getting rid of the Jews was a mistake. Can't go out now. Well, at least you can go to the market and sell your linen. But let's raise a little bit more money. Guess Orusana is the place to be. It seems there is a difference between quarantine and shutting the gates. It's like a difference between quarantine and lockdown. But you could still have limited activities out here. We should have been more clever next time. Oh yes, you know we moved our capital to the most unruly of all provinces. Let the locals handle themselves. I ain't got time for it. The money's gonna be used somewhere. Hope you're doing alright, son. Despite all this. A man claiming to be one of the leaders of the rebels in Samarkand comes one night to see me. I received any proceeds to tell me he's willing to betray the rebels for a purse of gold and an invitation to be part of my court. My spies tell me that the man is a wall of mirrors, unable to be scryed. I'll agree to the man's proposal. While eating, I accidentally put way too much salt on my food, mistaking it for sugar or cheese or something of that sort. This tastes horrible. Too salty, too salty. My body may be sapless, but mine as healthy as ever. Well, now I have a limited time on Earth. I'll most definitely be gone, and he will be ready. The information given by our man inside the rebels proved correct, and we were able to mount an ambush to kill the leaders and most of the rebels. The stability of is now neutral, as I keep my promises. My court is new courtier. Samarkand's back to normal, and an intriguer by the name of Kushana Kanak. Oh, Frank. Kushana Kanak. Kushana Kanak. They say an intriguer is here. Is he not? He's got a long first name. Can't miss it. He's not here. Volkara has reached normal stability. My spam master's really busy. He came to me to suggest to help a foreign individual that has value for my future plans. He's being held in a foreign prison and seems to be in possession of valuable information about military, economy, and culture, technologies that could provide an edge to my efforts. It all depends on the intrigue of the ruler, which it ain't much anymore because it's infirm now. I am deceitful, yes, but let's rescue him. I'd like to give it a chance. Oh boy. Rumors are spreading that the Mobadan Moabad Koldad has become plague-stricken. In these difficult times, these Zoroastrian followers are hoping guidance and hope, and how the moral authority of the religions weaken. A sign that Karmazda is the true religion. Even though the man is a Zervanist, so he's not a true Zoroastrian. Heck, that makes me more of a Zoroastrian than they are. Now that you think of it. It started in India, but it ain't ending anytime soon. But not all of India is affected. Seems the more isolated provinces. Oh, never mind. Now it's getting into Konadiga land. A rescue mission ended in disaster when the man we were rescuing was slain by an enemy agent as he was evading from prison. Fortunately, some of my operatives paid their life on their freedom and daring attempt, so possibly point to my own involvement in the rescue. Yeah, it's unfortunate, so it was from there. We tried to rescue the man who was from 4th Legion, who is a vassal to that. In modern-day parts of Serbia and Croatia and Montenegro. Yipe. He knows. He knows what we did. And he knows our names. Got rid of the local thieves guild, that's a start for our temporary capital. Glad you have the skills to be an effective ruler. You'll be a warrior first and business second. India ravaged by the plague. Plague has spread across India from the North River Plains to the southernmost tip of Kanyakumari. Well, the people sought refuge in temples first. Now, they, too, lay deserted. Only corpses bound before the gods. Bodies bloated beyond recognition float down the Ganges. When will it end? In fact, could that be the end of the Gupta Empire? Probably not. They got plenty of children. Actually, it could be. There ain't much Guptas. Good luck with that Tengu revolt. I ain't gonna get involved. It's your trouble now. And you're not out on the field for this. Oh my goodness. The Sassanids are gone. Now they're ruled by the Jamshid dynasty. Did the quarantine end? No, we just have the option to shut the gates in case we get desperate. My scouts form me the most skilled position resides in the nearby village. Though he lacks any formal schooling, supposedly a raging alcoholic, the villagers swear by he's able to cure any ailment affecting him. This Fordos could easily be persuaded to come take up residence in my court. Yeah, I'm willing to take the risk. Not surprised during this entire character's reign. He's never been sick. Only wounded, but never sick. Big revolt. Acclaim. They do Imperial Elective over there, you know? No end in sight. Unfortunately. I don't need your help. Because it just ended. The hospital in Samarkand has seen an increasing amount of people looking for food and shelter. They can barely provide food because of this. Perhaps this could be a good opportunity to make an impression. Sure. Alms and other supplies have been brought to the hospital, despite the fact it's still plague-ridden over there. It'll make life much easier for those who need. The question now is how to present this extraordinary gift. The realm provided this offering. Didn't pick up Garrus, unfortunately, but I'm at the end of my life here. You can move back whenever you want to. No depopulation yet. After months of fights, arguments, tears, my spouse suggests separate bed chambers. Yeah, of course. Because if you get sick, I ain't sleeping with you next week. Maybe we should put a crowd focus on Samarkand again. Since Bukhara is in positive stability now. But not this. Sure. Not putting my money in. The migrants and domains are causing serious damage to the finances and several courtiers of the lands, several provinces, and lack of action will make me look bad. So I need to consider other approaches to the realm. Employ soldiers to fight back the migrants. Atmospheric court is grown tense as word of the plague in Asia Minor has reached me. The further disturb of people, the stories circulating. Survivors speak of a cursed ship carrying living corpses come to recruit for their captain to death. The myth has lent more credibility each time a coastal city succumbs to the epidemic. When will it end? Well, it's starting to end to where it originated, so there is hope. Now we can start giving away all these Sogdian women that live here. So, I would say in a year's time. Be patient. They came from Samarkand and they raided it here. You ungrateful lot. Ah, my fish served me well. I don't have long to live. Keep in mind, if you're wondering why is the bubonic plague happening at this time, this was during the Justinian plague. Or, I don't know. It came. Alright? I didn't set it. In fact, it's shown here. Yeah, we'll keep the game going. Where is it? Major epidemics supposed to start 200 years. I said the locals will handle it. What is it? It relates to this mod. This overhaul mod. That's... No, it's supposed to happen at this time historically. And when will world stop making sense, mod. Persia routes out of Lake. Trade routes to the east have become less traveled as reports of the plague spread in Persian expanse have increased in frequency. Entire villages are gone from the world of the living, disregarding the wealth and good harvest the areas enjoying. The reality is stark as death continues to spread and despair paves its road. Now she's a hunchback. Delayed genetic traits, one of the game rules, as part of the Dark Ages mod. Back to normal. Except, there's less folks. Because it's minor depopulated again. Right? We'll end this episode as soon as the plague leaves Samarkand. I'll increase the speed a little, get it over with. An ominous shadow looms over the regions of the Middle East as the plague has left little but tragedy in its wake. Reports are scarce, but upon hearing the tales of lone refugees walking the roads, often the sole survivor of the family, the hearts of many is torn as why Savannah would allow this to happen. I don't know. Decadence? On their part? I ain't gonna get involved. I'm too busy. Which version? Oh, my son. Oh, thank you. You haven't done much lately as a apprentice trader. Now it's a restless province again. Oh, now I'm incapable. Oh, I have appalling everything. That's it. My body's become a prison. This is no way to live. During one of the rare moments of clear thought, I noticed her sitting by my bedside. You must help me. Must end it. Mercy, hell. No more. Please. I don't want to live with all this negativity around me. The sound of something clouds the floor pierces through the fog of my mind. I hear Sarah's voice from far away. It's tangled with fear, denial, hurried footsteps. I'm alone once more. Come back, Sarah. You're my only friend. Only? Only. You dumb bastard. But do not fret. It's almost over. Oh, they came down here. Get up there and defeat them. By any means necessary. Nothing's working. Panic is rising as the plague reaps its victims across southern Europe. Peasants and nobles alike have gathered in churches to pray the mercy from their God. Even as great Rome's become littered with corpses, many fear that the tent sent by him was punishment of people's sins. Okay, plague's over. Cannot move the capital while it's being besieged. My loving wife's decided she would do a better job in serving my region. After all, who could, but her could rule the realm according to my own desires. I have a wife. If he was more of a delusioned fool, he would have said something like, I have a wife, and, what is a wife? That's what I think he would have said. When I was walking around town doing my task, I often calmed the fragrance. I said I must give him a few coins out of pity. However, lately their numbers have increased. I think I'm going to stick up. Could you offer me any advice? So you've become proud lately. You're being too nice with common folk. So have another treat. Just get rid of those damn raiders. They just regained all their strength back after all this time. We can't dislodge them. Down, not wool. Brunich and my region has had a long-standing friendship with Xanate. Unfortunately, my interests of all powers decided to grant one of my titles. Get him, Bakara! Damn it! Not what I wanted. You're still asking me despite the fact that I'm capable in a coma. So how about addressing the local peasant leaders one of the provinces to bend the troop to improve stability there? How about telling a fantasy and a mingle with true facts swing the peasants mood as someone calls what I truly am, a liar. I counter the truth as rumors. The better yet, let's call it fake news. Sounds nice, eh? Yeah, we can't get rid of these raiders. They reinforce too fast. Scheduled meeting with the Lord Peasants could tell was a failure. I was crushed by my arguments. Meeting. My sons were never believed by the damn peasants, and I bought her dress. Worse, word spread among the whole debate my big lies, really damaging my prestige. Just don't raid Samarkand, okay? I never invested in this area. There's not much to begin with because there's a minor population here. And the damn quarantine. Forgot about that part. Not interested. There. Back in Samarkand. Now the Jurchens have taken over. Still isolationist. I was cheated. I was a victim of the scheme to cheat me my funds. The man who's supposed to betray all got away with my gold and give me false information. Kill me now! Now what are you gonna do? You're gonna go home? Please, get out of my country! That's Grant City. You gave a mayor Bukhara what I would do to get up from here and murder you, like I did when I murdered that boy from Pansy Kent. Also, just looking. Try that. Just betrothed. You're gonna have to wait a few years before you have children of your own. Start to not care about what happens in the plague and the other news. Why are they still there? Why haven't they left? Why haven't they disappeared? But things will get better over there. What else can I do? I could survey the Rome. I've always wanted to do that. But do increase stability before you die. There you go. It's almost like, oh, I wish to get rid of him. Oh yeah, that was the trading staff raffle. That's it, exterminate them. My final order. Get out of my country. 'Cause I'm sick of you causing problems here. That was his final order. Ekshid Varkhuman is ascended to heaven at age 68. He died comatose in bed. A rough man. People fear to cross him or even bring bad news. A wicked man. He will surely pay his sins in the afterlife. But again, that man, he may have liberated Sogdiana, but when he got older, he never had Bohumana, a good mind. He was a bad man throughout. He even killed a person, personally. But now, Ekshid Varkhuman, always clad in glistening and splendid armor, he wants everyone to see him when he charges in the battle. Long live Ekshid Varkhuman. Stop. Now the domain size is great, but it's going to take a long time to recover. Vote for him, just in case. Hardly advancing the trade league, but still. At least he'll not have negative effects. And he's been into a few fights in the past few battles. But these raiders aren't going to go away until we get rid of them. There's no time for Sogdia. Okay, well actually let's end this episode in a right way. Perform a sky burial. I mean, again, it took a long time for the body to finally left him, but as my father's there falls upon me to take it to the mountains, he will be offered to the birds of prey, and in death he will generously share his flesh of all living creatures. May his spirit soar into the heavens. I shall take it to the mountains myself. And one of these days we will deal with them. After reaching the mountains, I carefully placed the body in what I deem a good location. I can already hear the vultures soaring above me as I perform necessary rituals. When I start to make my way back down, it does not take long until the vultures begin to tear at the flesh with both beak and claw. You are with West Pakar now. Rest in peace, father. You may have united the country, but it's just the late years were very unkind to him. And we hope great things will happen to him, as he is brave, ambitious, charitable, but also proud. Didn't he have an envious trait? I think he got rid of that. And who knows what his ambition would be. So let's just hope there will be good things coming to Faridun. And one day, this man will soon pass, and Sogdiana will be a free country and no longer have to pay tribute to them, despite the fact that the economy is just shot because of depopulations. Well, not all. I guess they recovered. We just didn't get the worst of the plague, which is all over there now. So we'll see what we can do with kicking these raiders out, and what the future of Sogdiana will be. An assassinate empire no longer exists. It's the Jamshid Empire, which their man is a Zoroanist, rather than a Zoroastrian. But again, young man, bright future ahead of him. We've united the Sogdian lands. But now it's going to take a long time to recover and whatnot. So we hope for the best. But until then, so long for now.